Jerry Glasgow, because the way he figures out the ways to motivate his players, we found that out throughout the year. It's been pretty special. He has the pulse of his players. I go back to something way back in February. They played Nebraska, and he was asked after the game, why didn't you start Nyjah against Jordy Bahl? And he said, number one, I want to teach my team it's not just one great player. And number two, I wanted Nyjah to focus on hitting today because that may be more valuable to us in May. Chases that one for strike two.
And Nyjah told us that in the fall she was more of a hitter than a pitcher. And then January came and she was like, okay, I think I should focus a little bit more on pitching now.
He's in a big moment here. Landry on a 1-2. Ground ball to short. Oklahoma gets one and two. The Sooners turn their 7th double play of the World Series.
That double play may have just gotten this crowd involved in a big way. The roar of the crowd when this double play was turned was electric. Can they take that momentum into their bats against Kennedy?
Ella Parker, who begins the 6th inning with a blistering single to center. Parker's first hit of the game. Oklahoma has the leadoff runner on.
Oklahoma's starting to look earlier in the count against Kennedy, and Ella Parker, who struck out on a rise ball and chased it, sees something down and is able to hit it hard right back up the middle of the field. That's what she was looking for. Kind of sounded like she grunted or Nyjah Kennedy grunted. Both of these teams want this so bad late in this game. A leadoff hit for Parker.
And now Oklahoma's leading home run hitter, Gabby Garcia. She has been vexed twice tonight by Kennedy, but she is not typically beaten 3 times. 20 home runs and a 772 slugging. A changeup floats right in there for strike one.
Felt like that pitch second time through the order wasn't shown as much as it was the first time through. Now here we are, 3rd time through, she's bringing it back out.
A 1-1. Back to it. Got a low strike call.
It's a big deal in this count to get that pitch a called strike to put her in a 1-2 count versus a 2-1 hitter's count.
9 home runs for Garcia in her last 17. She swings and misses. Kennedy triples up.
She's going to keep going to this pitch, and why not? It gets swings and misses like this. Gabby Garcia way out in front of that pitch, having to protect it since the one before was called a strike. 2 strikes now. She swings and misses, and we got the Nyjah stomp working in the 6th.
Nelly McEnroe Marinas, first pitch, swinging, gets under it. That's Langoliers in shallow center. And after the leadoff single, that's 2 outs on 5 pitches. Oklahoma is 1 for 9 with runners on tonight. 10 for 51 at the World Series. But they've got the hottest bat in the lineup up. Sid Sanders, 2 home runs yesterday, is the tying run. A changeup starts her. 0-1. Sanders rips and misses. Up to 72 at the rise. And Nyjah continues to have the advantage.
Nyjah has done such a good job of not letting back-to-back hitters reach. When she has walked somebody or hit by pitch or a hit, she has immediately followed it up with an out, oftentimes, or sometimes with a strikeout too. Get the momentum back.
4 outs left for a team that's four-peated. Sanders drills it foul. All right, you're a former pitcher. What does that swing tell you?
Just trying to be early for something hard. I go back to the changeup. You know me, we've called several of Nyjah Cannady's games lately. I'm always wanting more of the changeup.
Let's see if Texas Tech wants it. Oh, no, hard stuff. Parker's going to second, and the throw gets away. Tech almost had her to end the inning. There's a changeup. It's a little low.
That's a great take, and it looked like to be on the steal, by the way. That ball got past second base and like it hit off of the umpire. Helpful bounce for Texas Tech that got the ball to Tony.
The tying run sits Sanders. 2-2. Changeup throws her. Nyjah Cannady and Texas Tech are now 3 outs away.
This pitch is almost unhittable. Even when you know it's coming, you could say in the back of your mind, look for the changeup, but it still freezes you like that. 2 strikeouts in the 6th for Nyjah. Today, off of her, she just comes right at you, and she set that tone in the first inning.
Another 0-2. Cannady has been on the stage before, never in the driver's seat. She was eliminated by Oklahoma, semifinal Monday in 2023. A 9-inning heartbreaker, a game-winning 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run Tiare Jennings double. A shutout loss to Texas last year. Rounded foul, really hit Patty Yesson. It's Agbayani, then Sydney Barker. She's going to re-enter to hit. She's 2 for 2. And then Isabella Emmerling due up after that. Another 1-2. Rounded back to Cannady. There's one.
We talked about the pressure that likely Oklahoma feels in this moment, but I would have to imagine that Nyjah Cannady, with her NIL deal and all the attention that she's gotten last year's National Player of the Year, the expectations, the pressure would be very similar. A high amount, but you would never know it with the way that she handles herself in the circle.
Strike one to Barker. We asked Nyjah about that last week on handling the pressure. She said typically the way it goes, athletes who make money, either they live up to it or they don't, but I had to reframe it. I realized it wasn't my battle to fight. Some people are going to say I don't deserve it, but it's not my battle to fight. She went back and forth with that decision for a long time, a decision that certainly paid her $1 million, but put a lot of pressure on her and on this program. Her 0-2 is a little floater to right. It's another base hit for Barker. And the Sooners will not go down without a fight. They'll bring the tying run to the plate. Isabella Emmerling, who homered yesterday, represents that tying run. Emmerling fouls the first pitch away.
Made major home run potential out of the 8th spot as Bella Emmerling hit her 12th home run yesterday off of Elise Sokolsky. Pitched down in the zone, and Cannady has been carving her up on the inner half, up and in her hands with a rise ball.
Change up in the dirt. Kennedy's 96th pitch of the night. Is grounded back to her. She'll go to second. She'll get the lead out there. A gutsy play by Kennedy on a ball that had all kinds of spin back to her. But this gutsy team is 1 out away from the championship series. Abby Dayton, who sent a ball to the warning track last time, is the hitter, and Patty Gasso will use this moment to get a pinch runner in at first and to slow this game down. And she's going to call timeout and bring her infield together, or bring her offense together as the Tech infield gets together with assistant coach Hunter Veach. And Patty Gasso has had so much fun coaching this team, and she's admitted time and again how exhausting it was to coach last year. The pressure of an unprecedented four-peat, the weight of the world and the expectations. She's felt like this was a group that freed her up a little bit. She had a little more fun. She's been able to show off that personality and sense of humor a little more. They have made it so far, farther than maybe she even thought. But they've got one card left to play. Tia Malloy's the pinch runner at first. Abby Dayton is the hitter. And Dayton takes a strike. Just 2 home runs on the year, though she came oh so close in the 5th. 0-1. Dayton takes strike 2. The 100th pitch of Nyjeri Kennedy's night could be the one. A high fly ball to right field. It's deep. It's gone. They are never dead. You simply cannot ever count out Oklahoma. Cassidy Pickering, 1-1.
And Kevin, we talked about how unhittable her changeup has been this year, this World Series.
That was an 0-2 pitch to the number 9 hitter who had hit 2 home runs this season. You could not make this stuff up. Ball 3-1 to Pickering. There are still aftershocks reverberating through this building. On an Abbey Dayton 0-2 earthquake. The inning is over for Texas Tech. Wonderful dynamic will approach the circle. Everybody take a moment to take a breath.
I think with first base open, potentially talking about working around Allred, load the bases, you take pressure off of your defense. Where they have a force at any bag, potential double play opportunity as well.
Of course, you would be loading the bases for Nigeri Kennedy.
Yeah.
But Allred's had 3 very good plate appearances today. Oklahoma trying to extend this incredible dynastic run. Again, they need to win 2 today. Texas Tech just needs 1. It's the Red Raiders' first trip to the World Series, and they are a base away from the Champ Series. Let's see how Oklahoma plays it. Will they pitch to Loren Allred? It looks like it. Allred's first pitch swinging into right. Barker loads up. Davis to the plate. Save! Texas Tech has done it! They end the greatest dynasty in college softball history. The Red Raiders storm to the championship series. For the first time since 2019, Oklahoma is eliminated from the World Series. The most epic run in college softball history meets its match for a team that had never been here. A coach who didn't get into college coaching until his 50s, and the face of the sport. The first $1 million player in college softball who was almost perfect and then had her teammates pick her up in the last moment. Kerry Glasgow and Sam Landry, former coach and player at Louisiana. They're going to let the tears flow here on the World Series stage. What a privilege it has been to share this World Series with all of you. What an epic week this has been. What an epic game this was. Time for our Capital One rewarding performance.
Loren Allred knew exactly what she needed to do, lift the ball in the outfield to give the fastest player on the team a chance to score. Great execution as Texas Tech just continues to find different ways to score, and we said Maya Davis would be a big part of Texas Tech moving forward. She got her first hit of the World Series after 3 strikeouts, and she scored the game-winning run.
The junior from Louisiana scores. The junior from Louisiana, the head coach from Louisiana. 3 people who made it their mission to turn Texas Tech softball into a powerhouse. And Nigeri Kennedy throws a complete game and gets to celebrate from the on-deck circle. She, in her 3rd trip to the semis, finally breaks through, and she will play for a national championship starting on Wednesday. Impossibly great drama here in Oklahoma City, and let's get it down to Taylor.
Beginning first with Loren, what did Coach tell you before you're at bat?
He said just be aggressive. I mean, Maya Davis on third base, that's a ton of speed. So I knew if I get the ball out there anywhere, she had a great chance of scoring.
And Maya, the bat, did you know you were going to tag up and go?
I did. Coach Glasgow was screaming, go, go, go. I'm like, hold on, I got to tag first.
You guys are doing something no group before you at Tech has ever done. Why is this the group to do it?
I think we all just trusted each other. I think the chemistry on this team is what's really getting us through the dog days of the season, and we're just relying on each other, and I think it's starting to show now.
It's just one big family, so it just makes it so much easier through the ups and downs of the season. When did you realize that this group could do something special?
I'd probably say, I always thought, like, whenever Jerry got the team together, I was like, we're going to win a World Series. We're going to go to the World Series. But I think Arizona State, when we were facing Kinsey Brown, and we all pulled together as a whole team, and I was like, this team's going to go really far.
What your starter did today, I mean, what she's been doing all season, but with Nyjah, from your perspective, what makes her a dog out there on the mound, or in the circle?
She's just a competitor. She wants to win no matter what, and she wants to do it for her team, not just for herself.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
Taylor, thank you. There's Lauren Allred, who said she only knew Texas Tech had a softball team because Victoria Valdez was originally committed there before signing with Louisiana. She knows Texas Tech has a softball team now. So does Oklahoma. And these are looks and faces and tears, Amanda, we haven't seen for Oklahoma in 6 years. An improbably wonderful run ends because of Nyjah Kennedy and Jerry Glasgow's Red Raiders. Coach and player are with Taylor.
This is a moment you two discussed when you were recruiting her last summer. What are the emotions felt in a moment like this?
That's tough. You know, you want Nyjah to win, you want Sam to win. I didn't want anybody to lose. And I guess the game can't be played that way. And they both deserve to win. They're both champions. They're both unbelievable kids. They're young ladies. I shouldn't say kids. They're young ladies. Unbelievable young ladies. And I guess it was Nyjah's turn, and give Oklahoma credit. They made a great run there. Number 9 hitter. And, you know, they are what they are. They tied it up. I was really proud of the way our kids responded. We stayed cool. We know how to win. And then I thought Nyjah would just pitch a gem in the circle tonight.
Coach told me before the game he doesn't think you ever get nervous. Were you nervous today?
Actually, I'm nervous before every game, but it doesn't matter who we're playing. I'm always nervous, but I don't know. I've been told it means I care, so.
What was your motivation in facing Oklahoma today?
Honestly, the same as any other team. Just go out and try to get a win. I knew we were going to score offensively. We're a really good offensive team, so just doing whatever it takes to get my team back in the dugout.
Why did you believe in Coach when he told you that he could get a group here to Oklahoma City?
Yeah, I feel like he was just very dedicated, and honestly, during my whole visit, he just kept saying he wants to win a national championship, and I believe him.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you. Kevin?
Taylor, we're going to crown a first-time national champion this week. Texas has been here before, and they have made it back to the finals. Texas Tech has never been here before, and it is a Lone Star State showdown. Texas Tech, Wednesday night, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, ESPN.
Last time Kavan and Kennedy pitched against each other, went to extras, and Kavan had 18 strikeouts.
Wow. Amanda, what a privilege to share this event with you again. This is as enticing, as dramatic, as competitive, as silly, as wonderful as any sport there is. And thank